communities, type that in as well so we can see everybody who's here and where everyone's coming from. So in this time of a little bit heating up of the COVID situation, as we know, it's always important, but it's more important than ever to be able to access the inner paradise, so we're not as dependent on outer paradises. Sometimes some paradisical things come along, but often life is the opposite of that. So life gives us all the full spectrum of experiences, and yet everything that we experience is being perceived, being felt, being experienced within the what we might call the field of awareness or the field of consciousness. And for most of us, most of the time, we go through life unaware of awareness. We're aware of the things that are in our experience that captures our attention, but rarely does a person become aware of the awareness itself. It seems irrelevant. But the amazing blessing and potential and miracle of meditation is that we can wake up to this dimension of experience, which is the dimension of the deepest level of our own being, which is awareness itself. And at this level, there is a sense of spaciousness, of ease, of something which can flow into the rest of our lives, into our feelings, emotions, physical body, our thoughts, and have a healing effect, an uplifting effect, transcendent effect. So that's what we're here to do. I'd like to chant, before we go into silence tonight, a chant for the letter Mem and water, which is a metaphor, one of the many, many metaphors for consciousness. Just as water is necessary for life and nourishes us, and we're made mostly of water, so on the deepest level, we are actually made of consciousness and everything we experience. These words you're hearing right now come through the computer. These words, we may take for granted that the words are separate, coming from the computer, but actually our experience of the words is happening in consciousness and is literally made out of consciousness from our own point of view. And so to the degree that we're able to bring our consciousness out of the ordinary stream of thinking, which conceptualizes the world and our experience as separate things, and bring it into simple connection with what is happening, what is being received by the senses on all levels in the present moment. When we do that, we can start to experience a kind of merging, a recognition that everything that's going on in our experience is not separate from the consciousness, and it's really not separate at all. It's all part of one reality. This is not a conceptual or intellectual activity. This is really a letting go of thought and allowing ourselves to come into full connection with whatever it is that's happening. So the letter Mem, which represents water, indicates that just as water is poured into a vessel and effortlessly takes the shape of the vessel, so the idea here is to do our best to let our awareness take the shape of whatever it is that's arising in the present moment. And one of the best ways to do that, at least to help us into the silent space of meditation, is to chant and to really feel the vibration of the sounds in the body. That's so important. Even if you don't think you can sing, that's not the main issue. The main issue is feeling those vibrations in your body. So please sing along with me to the best of your ability. If you're looking at the captions below, I think they're working pretty well for the English, but when I start to sing in the Hebrew, they're probably not going to work so well. So if you're using those, just let your body vibrate. Don't even worry about the words. It's not as important as bringing awareness into connection with this feeling sense of the vibrations. Okay. Give me a little thumbs up if you can see the mem chants. Okay, great. This comes from one of the prayer for rain. And remember, the water we're talking about is a metaphor for the merging of consciousness with the fullness of experience in the present moment. Chon chashrat mayim al timna That's the first part. Chon hashrat mayim Chon hashrat mayim Second piece. Timna mayim timna mayim timna Chon hashrat mayim Chon hashrat mayim Chon hashrat mayim Chon hashrat mayim timna mayim timna mayim timna mayim timna Chon hashrat mayim Chon hashrat mayim Chon hashrat mayim Chon hashrat mayim timna mayim timna And preparing to come into meditation, just taking a moment to make sure that your devices are on Do Not Disturb if you need to do that. Closing whatever you need to close on your computer so that you have as few distractions as possible. If distractions come anyway, we don't worry about that. But setting the space best we can, bringing the body into a position that's both relaxed and comfortable and conducive to stillness, but also conveying alertness, conveying awakeness. So a nice way to do that is to just be sitting with the back relatively straight and hands in your lap. Again, it's not compulsory, but it's just a suggestion. And bringing to mind the attitude of relating to this moment from the heart. And so we take the attitude of offering our attention, offering our presence to the fullness of this moment as it appears right now, just as you would offer your attention selflessly to a loved one who needs to talk to you. There's no sense of trying to get a certain experience out of it. You're just offering your attention. And so that's the attitude we begin with, bringing the right hand to the heart, bringing forth this attitude of offering attention with the word lecha, which means for you, on a long out breath. Lecha, deep breath in. Lecha. Also bringing left hand to your belly, awareness flowing downward from the mind into the body, connecting your attention into your inner body of the belly, your organs, your cells. Awareness flowing down from the belly, down through your legs, down to your feet and toes, filling the lower part of your body with consciousness. And rising upward, awareness rising up into your chest and heart and lungs, shoulders and neck, upper back, flowing down your arms and hands and fingers, filling your torso and limbs with conscious attention, feeling the flow of your breathing, resting awareness on that movement of the flow of your breathing, letting go of the stream of thinking as it spontaneously arises. Thoughts come, just let them come and let them dissipate on their own without giving them too much energy or attention. Awareness flowing upward into your face, facial muscles, relaxing any excess tension in your face, permeating your brain, your nervous system, bringing a little smile to your lips, being the benevolent, loving presence, the life in the body. And affirming this connection with na'aseh on a long out breath. Na'aseh, deep breath in. Na'aseh. And bringing right hand also to lightly touch your forehead. Left hand on the belly. Right hand touching forehead, awareness expanding outward from the body into space, the world around you, resting on the perception of sounds and light, objects, knowing that your experience of the outer world and your experience of the inner world are all within the same one field of consciousness. This field that has no shape, no boundary, no border, pure openness, pure aliveness. And you are this field. You are this openness. And affirming with Venishma on long out breath, deep breath in. Venishma. focusing your fingers, relaxing your hands. Atyahu, you who are reality, you who are being, you who are existence, not separate from anything in the world, not separate from any existence, any beings, not separate from this consciousness, hearing these words right now. Atyahu, you are the divine. Chanting and resting in the sense, feeling of the vibrations. Atyahu, 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 Atyahu. And continuing the repetition of the chant just in your mind, Atyahu, staying alert to notice when thoughts arise in the mind, noticing them, letting them come, and just letting them go. Not becoming interested in them, not worrying about them, just let them come, let them go. If you find yourself involved in a stream of thought, so as soon as you notice it, no problem, no judgment, just come back to Atyahu at that point and let the thought dissipate on its own, and we'll come into silence together for about 10 minutes. hashrat mayim, chon hashrat mayim, hatim namayim, hatim namayim, hatim namayim, hatim namayim. And closing the meditation, once again bringing your right hand to your heart and taking that attitude of offering your attention from your heart to the fullness of this moment with the offering word lecha and a long out breath. Deep breath in, lecha. And bringing your left hand to your belly, awareness pouring down into your body, connecting with your organs, your inner body, letting go of the stream of thinking, anchoring attention in the senses, the movement of your breathing. Na'aseh, deep breath in. Na'aseh. And bringing your right hand to lightly touch your forehead, expanding awareness, shining like light out into space, connecting with the world around you, the sounds, the objects, the light, knowing that the inner and the outer world are all actually appearing in the one field of awareness that you are, vast and formless, spacious and open. Venishma, deep breath in. Venishma. Kissing your fingers, relaxing your hands. May we all, first of all, have a very good night's sleep. And second of all, take this recognition and connection with who and what we are at the deepest level. This miracle of consciousness from which flows all of the creativity, empathy, compassion, love, wisdom, and intelligence, and many other midot that we need. May we take that more and more into our lives and all of our situations. Osei shalom bimromav, hu yasei shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru, Amen.
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 Amen, amen.
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 Amen. Amen.
Amen. Lots of nice amens. And you're invited to please type in the names of those for whom you'd like to make a healing prayer. You can type into the chat. Oh, wow. 10 inches of snow in Cleveland, huh? Oh, man. Okay, so as we see the names for healing come up in the chat, we take them all in and hold them all in our hearts and prayers for refuah shalema, complete healing on all levels. We can chant the healing prayer. Hail na refana la, Hail na refana la, Hail na refana la Elna refana la Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'le'avotenu v'imotenu shetishlach mehera Refuah shalema, refuah nefesh, ufuah guf lechol hacholim. May there be a complete healing of body, mind, and spirit to all who we hold in our hearts and prayers and all who are in need. And we say, Amen.
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 And if you would like to say Kaddish, there's an opportunity now to say Kaddish if you are in the first year of mourning the loss of a loved one or observing a yahrzeit, the anniversary of a death. You're welcome to rise, either in body or spirit, and say Kaddish on mute. And we'll all stay on mute except for someone leading the Kaddish. But when we come to the responses, if you're not saying Kaddish, please briefly unmute yourselves for the responses, just the Amen, the Brichu, Yehi Shmei Rabbah, and so on. If someone would like to lead the Kaddish, just unmute right now and let me know that you'd like to lead the Kaddish.
This is Ruth.
Great.
I would do it if there's not somebody else.
Great, Ruth. I think it's you. So Ruth will lead us in the Kaddish, and we'll stay on mute, except on mute for the responses. Thank you so much, Ruth.
Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Amen.
V'alma divrach yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimru. Amen.
Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Olamei Omaya.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu
Richu.
le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata da'amiran b'alma v'yimru amen.
Amen.
Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen.
Amen.
Osei Shalom Bimromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'yimru Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Ruth, for leading us in Kaddish. And may we all be blessed by the memories of all who we remember who have left this plane. May our memory of them create sensitivity and a fullness of presence to live each moment that we have in this life. Amen. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in tonight. I am going to turn off the live stream so that I can switch the view and look at everybody, but you won't be on the live stream because I'm going to turn it off. So we'll say goodbye to everyone on Facebook. So long.